and gentlemen, and welcome to the official live broadcast of this year's Luju Festival, taking place right there at the House on Fire. It is such a beautiful day, and they are definitely looking lovely to make sure they eat, sway, and love. It is definitely getting bigger and better every year. Today, Eswatini TV yona kulega na ngabe wena akwalithola ithikithi because Tina, we are definitely bringing all the entertainment from the comfort of your own home. I am Pantry, and I'll be your official host for tonight's broadcast.
Yes, of course. Thank you for introducing me as well. Of course, I am Shuki Dlamini and Jagalaba Basashita Bapetile. We are going to be working together. Send us show. We are about return to the African future. Nyati Bonela, Babugale Makang, Mesho, and before just Sansa Bapetile, I mean, it's only fair. You know, we get to do the job so often. We go around, you know, finding out from Babugale Makaya and people that have attended the Luju Festival. The return to the African future. What does the return to the African future mean to you?
Basically, for me, the return to the African future is basically sticking to your African roots and appreciating them and understanding that our Africanity is the only thing we have and it's basically our future. And I definitely cannot let you go without telling us, Kuti, what does that mean for you?
Of course, I share the very same sentiments as you, but it's better. What we know, we stick to it and try to improve it. Sifake nalama technological aspects phela ngoba phela umhlaba uyaqhubeka uyayembili, and you know sangikhuluma nale technological aspects engifakiswa ukuthi, you know, I've been seeing fashion through this box and I'm like, you know, but maybe we are actually going to be getting that yes later into the show, but for now maybe we can just talk about yesterday because this is the second day of the Standard Bank food and
lifestyle.
Thank you so much.
Festival.
2024, and the first day was fantastic. I had so much fun. What was your best highlight?
All I can say, Chuki, is that this year they definitely went bigger and better. I am definitely loving it to bits, and I'm actually loving the fact that people came out in numbers and they are definitely looking good. And one thing about me is that I love music, so the lineup was just like top tier. I'm talking about yesterday. We had amazing performances, and I must say that Tunzi and the Justana and the Soil was like my highlight of yesterday. What was your highlight?
My highlights definitely has to be KWV and the wine tasting MasterCard stage. You know, I'm a lifestyle babe. I appreciate the finer things in life, and most definitely when it comes to the main stage and the performances, before I get to that, the Beehive karaoke. Oh my the kiddies can sing. What?
But I'm definitely just enjoying the vibes, Chuki. But I'm loving the fact that for the very first time, they definitely went in bigger and better. They are bringing us 4 stages, and that is amazing. And I think when you're looking at it from local artists' point of view, if there are more stages, then it definitely means more local artists are going to be part of the lineup, because we did see the likes of Boyang Zesh, Madungelo being part of the lineup, which is something great.
Yeah, and it is also important to know that it is about, you know, plus minus 80% of locals in general. That includes the artists, that includes the stalls, the everything. I love to see Eswatini shine. But yeah, phela kukhulu kakhulu lokuphinze kwendeka itolo. We had food indaba. So
that is what I love about the Luju Festival, is that it brings people together from all walks of life to exchange culture. We enjoy the food. Besides lokswenga, silbebade and stuff, we get to exchange a lot of things. The food is great. It's the fashion. It's the music. And such a platform, your food indaba, is such a very important platform, because let's find ways without using all these products that we manufacture on. Products.
Yeah, let's decolonize our palates. So for now, we are going to find out what went down on the food indaba. Let's go check it out.
Everybody, welcome welcome to the first ever Food Indaba at the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival. My name is Dr. Masale. I'm with
First experience, first food indaba happening here at the Luju, food, lifestyle, and I'm telling you, everything that's happening here in Lumpila is on another level. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yes.
Coming here for the first time and experiencing this for the first time. Come on, man.
It's really shocking to know that about 90% of ummbila, maize meal, that we consume in the Kingdom of Eswatini is bought or imported from other countries. So today we're talking about that, preserving our culture, preserving, and going back to our roots, eating the food that our great-grandfathers, great-grandfathers, forefathers used to eat, and why that is important. With different panelists, Jane Lando, Corona, with Sasha Thorne, and so many other people that are part of the panel here today to talk about beekeeping. The other one is decolonizing our palates, and the other one we're talking about just going back to our roots as Africans, as well as
You know, talking about percent change, I was so shocked when I heard that 80% of the honey is actually from outside the country, and that means we get to buy something that is actually ours. That's why we can do a lot, and let's try and empower each other and a lot. We're going to be doing that today, so don't go anywhere. Stay with Eswatini TV.
For us, I think as chefs, we've got into that space, as chefs, as creatives and business people, we've got into that space to say, how do I take this guy when I live here, he's a superstar, when I live here, he's celebrated, and how are we planning to do that? And this is what we're planning. We'll get to the social part, which is going to be also very, very interesting. So the most important thing for us is to say, when I live here, he must be one of the chefs that are recognized within the Southern African region.
Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, and I'm looking at food. It's food indaba. It's happening for the first time, and I'm so excited because I'm a foodie. So when it comes to that, it's my thing, and I'm so excited to be sitting next to our chef. Of Eswatini, who was also doing a presentation today. I'm talking about Chef Kayla. I want to do that part because I want to introduce you now. How are you? Thank you so much.
In the term.
Thank you so much, man, for being with us right now. How do you feel about today, especially because it is the first time when they eat food in Ghana?
I found it interesting that there's so many new places that I never knew about in the country, and I think it's kind of opened my vision up, and I think it's kind of like for me and for the Chefs Association and with my movement, Cooking with Chef Kayla, I think it's kind of like opened up a new space where I now actually want to pick up the phone and call the farmers and get things from them, because I mean, like, there's a lot of new ingredients that have now come out that are out of the normal, and I really want to try them.
Eswatini is also a great rich land to grow foods that command higher prices, like chilies, like superfoods, you know, chia seeds that we hear all the time, like quinoa,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, still at the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, sponsored by Standard Bank. With me right now is the founder and director of Black Mamba Chili. If you do not know this brand by now, I'm sure that you're not Swazi. Claudia Castellanos is with us today to talk to us about the theme. First, talking to us about the ethos of what Luju stands for, and of course the theme, for the food indaba, the first ever food indaba here at the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival. Claudia, how are you doing?
Thanks, Nagupila, and thank you so much for having me today.
Let's talk about the theme for this year, first ever food indaba, which is going back to our roots as Africans, appreciating and embracing our food. Why is that important?
I think there's a renaissance everywhere around the world to embrace local, and we don't want to be left behind with that. It's very important that items that are very traditional for us, that are actually seen as like really high quality food and superfoods outside of Swaziland, that we bring them back to us. That is actually what I think the return to the African future in terms of food means.
We are pushing before the end of the year to get some program together where we'll be able to work with the local farmers, smaller farmers, as well as provide training. So it's a big drive that we are going on as PKK.
Let us use this food to heal ourselves. It's therapeutic, this one. This is a solution to most of the sicknesses that we have. For an example, we have okra here in Mandwande. Our grannies at home, they know that if you are suffering from a joint, if you have a problem with your joints, if you have a problem with your back, if you have a problem with your knees, you just use okra and you become better.
We are hoping that more of our farmers will grow this and take this as commercial agricultural production, for commercial produce these traditional vegetables for income generation.
Next to me we have Lamuli, travel all the way from Standard Bank. Lamuli, thank you so much for giving us a chance to have a chat. Just to get straight to the point, today we are talking about food, we are talking about farmers. We are talking because like Eswatini, the good thing is we have and I just want to know, we would see challenges in challenges that Eswatini face in terms of not being aware of how they can get help from Base and Standard Bank in terms of funding.
No, sihlale sisho ukuthi Eswatini kusekhaya and we drive the growth. Sine emva kwamaswati ngokweseka ngaloko lafuna kukwenda. Ikakhulu nje sikhuluma indaba ekudla, sihleli lapha sikhulumisana nabalimako, sihleli lapha sikhulumisana nalabo labathenga kudla kubalimi bafake ititolo, siphinde sahlala phansi sakhulumisana nalaba netitolo letithengisa kudla. Sizike sibhange sikhona sifuna kubeseka.
I want to pose this to Mr. Mzebele. As a permaculturist, a farmer, what are you growing? And what are some of the traditional foods that you've been able to reclaim, or that you know to be, health foods, power-packed or nutrient-dense foods that you are growing and giving out, even in your work as a herbalist?
We have been successful to really get back Marcelo, and I'm looking forward to markets and shops providing Marcelo on the shelves, if that's possible. But for our children at school, anywhere to be able to really have a taste and have access to things like Marcelo and different types of tinsanga or matsanga lakona out there, like Puti and other different types of matsanga.
So still at the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, one of the panelists of the first ever food indaba is a representative educator from the Eswatini National Trust Commission, ENTC, right? So Nzuzo Gamete is the name. He was part of the panel today talking about decolonizing our palate as Africans or Emaswati. He's talking to us about that. Nzuzo, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing, Noboa?
I'm fantastic. Talk to us about today's topic, decolonizing the palate. What are we talking about?
All right, so such a very interesting yet sensitive topic. So decolonizing our palate. So what we were actually talking about today is actually, going back to the past, going back to our food, what defines us as Africans, not just as Africans, but narrowing it down to what defines us as Swazi.
Yes.
So actually, like creates this awareness to everyone that you need to go back to the food that fed your ancestors, the food that gave your ancestors or guaranteed your ancestors longevity and health. So that's actually, in a nutshell, what the conversation was about.
Mr. Peferi, I'd like to ask you, do you believe that the honey production is a sustainable source for the livelihoods of the families?
What pushed me into beekeeping, in fact I started in 1976, it was because I had to put back and plow back into the environment, because it is, since you have just rightly put it, that it's one product that does not go bad, it won't spoil. So even if it can stay for many years, you'll be able to sustain the market for a longer period.
We have Paula here all the way from Mlembe as we're breaking down the importance of today, because we're talking about the purpose of beekeeping today and what it really does and how it helps. Please, can you please tell us more about the work that you're doing today and the importance, especially because this time around Standard Bank included food in Indaba for the first time ever.
Thank you so much. Today's Indaba was very helpful for the public in general, especially about knowing the importance of the food, but going back actually to roots and going back to indigenous foods and ancient foods. And honey Indaba was more related to the honey production in the country, which the beekeepers in Eswatini need a lot of help. There is a lot of demand for honey in Eswatini. I mentioned in the Indaba that probably about 80% of the honey that is consumed in the country actually comes from outside the country. And also the importance of keeping the farmers with the training, keeping the farmers with what pesticides to use and not to use, the regulations around pricing, but also training, which is very important. We're talking about government creates an initiative around the value chain for honey to create employment with the youth, but also with the bomages, because bee farming, it's not complicated, doesn't need a lot of space, just needs knowledge.
Right now, we have an amazing guest. I'm talking about a guest from World Vision, Eswatini. Thank you so much for joining us. I actually like the fact that you are talking about something that is very close to our hearts, the beekeeping part.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys are working in partnership with Luju in terms of empowering MasterCard. Can you just break that, how that partnership got to be and what you guys are really doing?
We are working with honey producers in the country to upskill them, increase their volumes of production. And specifically for this one, we are looking at areas around Lobamba Lomzala, where we are saying there's so much opportunity in honey production. Farmers can actually produce honey with minimal investments.
Are still out here swaying, eating, and definitely spreading the love. And Eswatini TV it's here nagelalela. Stonilethela khoma konke lokwenteka la at the Luju Festival. Shinto ngathi the exciting thing about Luju ukuthi nje kuningi ifashion, music, ngiko konke lokusho khona ukuthi masikhuluma ngetemculo. Bahlabeleli bala ekha Eswatini nabo baphola liphuba like showcase ngemathalente abo. And with me right now I am joined by someone who has been in the industry for years. And Noma Lungelo, it's crazy because you've just gave us an amazing performance. And after all these years, people still love you this much.
I'm also very shocked by that, but thank you so much for having me, and shout out to all the listeners at home.
Now, the theme is a return to the African future. I just want to know, how does that theme relate with you?
I wanted to mix, it was actually in the fashion, right? It was the print, which is because we are such a multi-versatile, continent. And then the gold, so much gold. I wanted to really be drenched in gold because I believe, first of all, we're gods as Africans.
Okay.
And when we say we're returning to Africa's future, we need to remember that, nasezulwini bathi udawufike khanze ukuthi vele kunelgolide phansi uyabo, and our continent is so rich. All we need to do is empower ourselves to own that, to be equipped to understand how to mine and really harness the gold and the wealth that we have as Africans. Yeah.
And how important do you think it is ukuthi as a Maswati sibe nawo ema events lafana nalawa, because masesikla ama event lanjena we get to be reminded about the beauty of being African. How important is it ukuthi sibe nawo lama events laka so?
I think it's extremely important because in as much as some of our cultural events represent a culture that was, events like this are building on a culture that is to become. So people get to introduce themselves and introduce cultures of eating together and dancing together and music together. You know, Guayman is one of the oldest songs, and really it has become the Sister Bettina of Eswatini because it's part of our culture. It is now a culture on its own. So it's very important for us to keep these events because they do nurture the future of culture and culturalism in the country.
I am glad that you touched on the fact that Guaymana is such a very old song because so you are one of the ladies who made it cool for all these new kids coming up. And how does that make you feel? I crawled so that these ones can walk.
I'm really happy. I mean, like, I look at some of the musicians now that are coming through, and it's like my spirit is really at peace with the journey because it didn't start off like this. I mean, I remember I used to walk to Mosaic Studio to go record. You know, the album that people are like, yeah, we want the album. I used to walk to go record music. You know, and I would walk to the studio. So all of these things really have been a long time coming for the African musician. I think the one thing that we collectively, old and new, would really genuinely like at this point is recognition, appreciation from promoters, events organizers, people who will say, we're not going to offer you a job, but we're going to offer you your values worth. Because we really have set Eswatini up to say there's enough musicians now who are at par with the international acts that you pay so much. At nalema vengibo abapatalwa ngalendlela abapatalwa ngakhona kangwane yabona imfolo enjalo. So really there are things that we might need to look into as we nurture the generation that's to come, because we didn't just bring them all the way here to starve, you know. Yeah.
And I might say that it was lovely seeing that Singaba is now available on streaming platforms. And of course, we do know that earlier this year you released something. Maybe you can just tell us a bit about that. Since you are here, let's seize the moment.
You know, I thought I could do it because I'm currently at school.
Okay.
I'm studying business and accounting.
Ooh,
so
nice.
I thought I could do it. Like at some point I was studying PR, and I knew when I went back to school that this is really hard. Like trying to balance school and music can be really hard because it's not like there's like a calendar. I'm trying to match school and balance it with music. So when I dropped the music, I realized, hey, balancing this thing is not a game. It's not a game. So really, sometimes you have to kind of prioritize. And then but the music, I'm genuinely just trying to drop singles.
Okay.
Me and Mosaic were actually talking about having Lilungelo Lami, which is my first album, on digital stores as well. So I'm looking forward to that and more music. I just dropped a song with Sandiga Baba as well.
Yeah.
So super excited about the music that's coming out. Maybe it won't be directly stuff that I'm taking out because the pressure. It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
But I see a luckily. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, Nomalungelo, thank you so much for joining us. And as a Maswati, we are definitely here. When you release that music, we'll definitely make sure that we consume it.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching the show.
That was the amazing Nomalungelo Dladla, beautiful people of Eswatini. She just took to the stage and gave us an amazing performance. But you know what? Right about now, Stoya Etitolo, ungainzawo, because we still have a lot in store for you guys. Siyabuya.
Ukubhadala umthelo kuyinto lenhle nalefanele, kodwa ke imigomo nemibanzela ekubhadala wona ke umthelo ingaba lukhuni kuyiconza kulabo ke lababhadala ke umthelo nalabo ke labawubhadalisako kufike ke esigabeni lapho kungasavunyelwana khona. Ungabe unayo ke indzaba letsingeke kukhulunyiswa lethinza ke umthelo wakho lapho ungasaboni ngaliso linye naloyo ke lokubhadalisa ke umthelo. Hlanganyela nathi ke lihlelweni embili kanye njalo ngelisonto ngensimbi yesithupha kusihlwa lapho khona ke inkampani iEswatini Revenue Appeals Tribunal lokuliphiko lahulumende ngaphasi ke kwelitiko ke letemafa lolubuke dona tindzaba tekucatulula lapho kungasabonwa ngaliso linye emkhathisini wemtheli nemthelisi. Kulolu hlelo lenkampani itabe ichazela eMaswati ukuthi sifakwa njani ke sicelo lapho khona ke ufisa ke kusitakala uma ungasaboni ngeliso linye naloyo ke lokuthelisako. Letindzaba leti sitabe sikhulumisa ke lihlelweni embili kanye kusukela mhla titine ke enyangeni yengci kulo mnyaka losetulu kuya ke kumhla tinge-27 enyangeni yembala kuwo lo mnyaka. Luhlelo embili kanye lingena ngensimbi yesithupha kusihlwa njalo ngelisonto kanti ungaphindze ulibukele ke ku-YouTube channel yethu @Eswatini TV.
Welcome to the ultimate guide to your weekend entertainment. Get ready to groove with us as we bring you the hottest music videos and exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities. Experience fresh music videos from new releases, underground sensations, and emerging talent. Whether you're hip-hop, amapiano, or Afro, we've got something for everyone.
And if you've missed out on any of the excitement, don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for an electrifying journey through the music scene. Relive the magic and get inspired for your next weekend adventure.
You got me stuck on you. Agusafumi, agufumi tule. Bizinyati buta, bizinyati penya, bonke kwami kyakalela.
So tune into This Week at Eswatini for your weekly dose of music, entertainment, and unforgettable experience. Get ready to groove because the weekend starts here.
You got me stuck on you. Come on, it's a simple song. Sing with me. Say, you got me stuck on you.
Kude lesinye isikhathi ngaphandle kwalesi.
Aba research bafunze.
Being risky means ukuthi nalokuwa kwayo kulula.
Nathi kufuna sende ukukhicita lokusemndeni.
And yes, of course, it is definitely a wonderful day. We are eating, we are swaying, and definitely spreading the love. And yes, of course, all I can say is that it is definitely bigger and better. People came out in their numbers, and they are dressed to kill. And one person who is definitely murdering it right now is the one sitting next to me, who is definitely no stranger on your TV screens.
Yeah, Pass. How you doing, girl?
I am good. I must say you are looking lovely, girl. You just went all out. I am sure this is the type of outfits that you start planning.
No, not really, not really. It took me a day to think, of what I had to wear today, and it took me this week, to actually figure out who's designing this for me. So yeah, that's basically it. And I decided to go for something like this because I'm channeling my inner child. So that's basically it. And look, what's that, Luju, girl?
Okay, princess. Okay, princess.
Princess Knox. Look, what's that,
the Luju is great for me. Just being out here, meeting with people, meeting new people. I think for me that's just the highlight. And it's of course the music. I love music.
I know you love music. I know you love music. But let's not talk about yesterday. Tunzi was by far my favorite yesterday. But namuhla, ngathi ngiyathi ukuthi favorite yakho ngubani?
I don't want to entertain that because I don't know what she's talking about. I have no idea. Disclaimer, I have no idea what
mbukele ekhaya ngithi mina ngikuhlebele ukuthi ni-act yabaphethile la ithanza koya namuhla #inkabiyezwe. That's all I can say. So #inkabiyezwe. That's what you can look forward to maybe today around 10 p.m. Yeah,
No, Pila. The thing about me, is that I appreciate umculo lo simple.
Yes, I know,
Not that you guys will understand anyways.
But you do a bit of hip hop though.
Yeah, I listen to a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Like I fit everywhere. It's just that I take bits and pieces of everything. Just that lo mculo lo ngathi simple, I am more on it than the other genres. It's
and we don't judge. You know how we don't judge.
I don't even care. Even if
we don't judge. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're understanding, right? You know, but let's go Luju in general. Luju, it's all about hashtag Eat, Sway, and Love. Itolo Begna food in Dava the previous day, Begna fashion in Dava. And it's all about the music, the lifestyle. The people are out here. What's your take on the fashion today? Are people dressed as expected? You know, according to
you. All I can say, Nokpila, is that people are definitely looking lovely. Let me tell you something. Thing is, now I'm exposing myself on national television because girl is like, Yazini. This year, I just want to wear the theme. I'm like, Hatini, I want to be prepared.
Yeah.
But you know, Moses, what you ordered versus what you get.
Yes.
It came out not looking so
exactly
pretty,
what
so
you ordered, yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's put it aside.
Yeah.
But you know what the painful thing is? I am walking around the Luju Festival, feeling the buzz of the honey,
yes,
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I bump across some lady who's wearing the exact outfit that I wanted to wear. I wanted to break down at that very moment. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, ganzi soya boya. Right?
No,
type of situation.
No, wait, not getting it. I did the outfits, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So I ended up not wearing
So you met some lady that had the same outfit or idea that you designed.
That I wanted to wear.
Sorry.
And hers came out so perfectly. I wanted to cry so bad. I'm like, gosh,
but let me tell you something. You look stunning today. You know, it's hashtag, you know, going back to our roots, you know, you know, and the colors that you're wearing today are earth colors. A nude color, brown color. You're not far from the theme. You actually go along the theme. You adhere to it in terms of the color.
And you know what I love about last minute outfits? They always work out.
Yeah.
Trust me, they definitely always work out. But people are definitely looking lovely, Nokpila. They are on point. Some brought their partners, some brought their friends. They are definitely enjoying even the food, man.
But what I also like about Luju, you know, Luju because it gives you, you know, like diversity, you know. That's good. Hashtag Eat, Sway, Love, you know. But you know, because every year there's something different, there's something new. You food in Indaba for the first time, you know, Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, you know, and so many other things, new faces, you know, partners. And Luju are also the official partner, broadcast partner of the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival. And we hope that the partnership continues, you know, TV, we're able to see what's happening actually at the back, you know, live performances at the back. So I'm excited about that. You know, as could be a line up and so many other artists coming up. Besides the language, but what are you looking forward to? Finally, she forgives me. I know.
Listen, before we get into the lineup, I'm definitely loving the fact that they said, listen, we are going all out this year, bringing you 4 stages to experience only just the music. And I suppose I am definitely looking forward to Indwane Ngane Young Zesh, our very own. That's another performance that I'm definitely looking forward to.
Local is lekker, like they say, right?
Yeah, local is everything.
So we'll keep it like that, you know. So there's so many things coming up, you know. We better cook off Lebekona. Lona Masego. I had a chance to get myself some 3 minutes, you know, with Lona Masego, you know, a celebrity chef, celebrated South African chef. No, girl, I think that was lovely. I loved that, you know. Lona gave me chills, you know. I had goosebumps, you know. I'm excited about that. And of course, you know, there's so many conversations that I'm looking forward to personally, you know, as the day continues.
So right about now, please do make sure because we're still bringing you the live broadcast of this year's Luju Festival.
We'll be right back.
Somebody knows how to bring you down. Come on, cowboys, let me see that dance. Somebody knows how to bring you down. Somebody knows how to turn you down. Somebody knows how to bring you down. How to bring you down. Don't be a bully. Somebody knows how to bring you down. Yeah, Jerry sure did land, cause that day was his last. He sure cannot bully anybody anymore, because that dog kept him running. Yeehaw! I love you guys and thank you so much for being wonderful to me and my band. We love you. We're gonna have one last rock and roll song, an original. It's in Eswatini, so you better sing. Yeehaw! Wasufika mphefumulweni wangenda ngafisa lokuhle sithandwa sami wasufika khona emphefumulweni baby wangenda ngafisa umbeke ngilungithatha umbeke kanhlithweni
and of course, we're still very much live at the Standard Bank Food and Luju Lifestyle Festival 2024, and we are having the time of our lives. I must tell you, and please make sure that you buy your ticket next time. So right now, Luju is all about, the senses, just, captivating my senses, across evoke my senses. Right now, Nasas Kulumangale sense of taste. I am joined by Owetu Shonge, who happens to be the cook of Luju Master Chef competition winner, and he goes by Chef Diongs. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am doing all right. Thank you so much for joining us, and I should say congratulations for winning. Manje, Tangpan.
Okay,
that's good to know.
Yeah.
So as you know that the theme this year Luju, it's back to the African future, and the culinary theme it's roots atibuye emasisweni. What is your interpretation of this theme?
So kuyibuyisa emasisweni, we're taking it back to how our forefathers used to live, i-diet yabo ukuthi beyikanjani yabona uphole nje ukuthi mkhulu wami mhlawumbeni una 97 years but usaseqinile lifosholo yakwadi kulibamba yabo, and akusikuthini but it's because of the food lebe bakudla yabona onke la nutrients aphelele yabona, and then that's why umtimba wabo bese uyaqina. So kubuyisa emasisweni, nyalo sizama kuletha indlela lebe baphila ngayo boba bemkhulu bethu yabona, because nyalo semaningi nalama byproducts lesiwadlako, unhealthy stuff, processed foods, which is quite unhealthy yabo. Ngiko ukuthola ukuthi bamhla abadzala sebanabo high kakhulu yabo, because of lama veggie lasakhona uyabona akasafanana lawa akuzala. Yes.
Uqinisile and uyibekile impela. Bese ngafisa kwathi njengalo ukuthi how were you able to incorporate heritage mhlawumbe ngithi ke ne culture noma ne art kule winning dish yakho los presentele yona namuhla, and maybe you can also just highlight a little bit ngejourney yakho as usengenele lo mncintiswano.
Okay, so asengiqale ngejourney yami. So what happened was Luju Festival actually advertised on Instagram. My chefs or cooks who are actually interested may join. So what I did was I did a reel in ingredients. Pick and Pay, as we know, is the main sponsor.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then after that, I was cooking and ngapekela pasi 3-legged pot. and then bengipheke kwangekhathi nelipalish lesangalana. And then i-video yami yangifaka kuma-semi-finals, and then sahamba ke saya eMalkens Pick and Pay. Lapho ke babese bangiselecta khona ukuthi I'm gonna be part of the finals. So naku ke ngifikile kuma-finals, i-dish yami so kuyibuyisa emasisweni ngifake patata, sweet potato, ngapheka nemathapha, ngabese ngenda tomato relish, of which sijwayele thina ukuthi lishisa. So the dish was actually inspired by my late grandmother. Bengathi nje ukuthi nangiyaka gogo patata ngengihlale ngamfoli lishisa ngeSaturday nangibuye ebholeni ngidakhanza pheke lona. Yeah, so ngabe sengikubuyisa kanjalo yabo, since phela angisiwa kadzeni kakhulu ngengitati kangako letinye timbo, but nje I also infused impepho kuyo i-relish yami, and I also infused impepho again on my dessert, which was a creme brulee. So ngicabanga ukuthi ngiko lokho ngibeke efubeni ukuthi ngiwine namuhla.
Yeah, that was a jam-packed palette. Best Decolonizing nje ma palette ngempepho ngengakha, sorry. So lesangafuna kwatinya lokuthi, how do you feel lokuthi Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival isendelele opportunity for whether you're unskilled or skilled as a cook or professional or not, lokuthi you're able to come here and just be in the kitchen and practice and just decolonize a palette yakho.
No, Standard Bank na Luju Festival yenza umsebenzi lomuhle kakhulu. Ngicela kuyifaka na i-Pick and Pay Nkosi yami.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Yeah, yenza umsebenzi lomuhle kakhulu because uplifta eMaswati. Because nje nawuthatha kubuka la kuLuju kuta nebamfu bangaphandle. Yabo, we get the recognition, yabona. Because umumfu nje angasho ukuthi Eswatini, I love Swati cuisine. Yabo, but ngihlala e-Italy, but how do I get to have that Swati cuisine le Italy, yabo? So naso winile nje emcimbini le kanjena, you may never know that kanza so se Italy upheka inkukhu ematanza le upheka ligusha, uyabona. So yeah, mi opportunity le kanjalo, I'm very much grateful. Lokunye, like you actually able to network because kune bafula abanengi lana who are in the food industry, you know, a lot of chefs, a lot of cooks, you know, people who do like catering and whatnot. So I feel like there was actually a great platform for us to actually network, and yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your time and congratulations once again. Angakhohlwa ukuthi sete khuluma le prize ukuthi mina nawe sabelana kanjani uyabo.
Don't worry.
And of course our beautiful viewers at home, that was the one and only Luju Master Chef Cook-Off Competition winner Chef Diongs. So right now ngifuna ukuthi siyotibonela thina ukuthi uwineleni futhi uwine kanjani, asifuni lokuvanga senawanda kubuya siyenga. Mina ngiyanthanda ngiyanibhekela. Let's go check it out. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the second day of the Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival. And we are here. Before I continue, my name is Sasha Thorn. I'm the culinary curator for this festival. So, thank you for your patience. We are Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival on the MasterCard stage today. And this is our cook-off competition that is sponsored by Pick and Pay Eswatini. Today we are exploring indigenous foods. We are exploring our theme for this year, which is roots. It's about going back to source. It's about decolonizing our palate. And today our two chefs here are our finalists. After they had applied and did a taste test with us, they came out tops. And I just want to introduce them to you. Actually, they will introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nomashubi Kumete, also known as Mrs. G.
Hello, everyone. Owe Tushonga here, also known as Chef De Oza.
Actually, can I ask you, Nomashubi, what has inspired you to be here today, and what are you hoping to gain from this experience?
My passion for cooking, more than anything, is why I'm here, putting myself out there, taking on challenges, and seeing where that path will take me. That's why I'm here.
And you, Chef Doza?
It has to be sharing my culinary skills with the audience, and also getting the experience, and also getting an opportunity to network with everyone.
I'd like to introduce our judges. I'll please ask, I know everyone wants to take photos and they have their special friends. Our 3 judges are right here in front of us. We have Mhluleli Mtetwa, who is the senior sous chef at Happy Valley and also a member of the Eswatini Chefs Association. Chef, can you stand up so we can see you? Next to him, we have Chef Mokadi Itsweng, who is a chef, author, and an Indigenous food activist. And then we also have Siganye Zwane here today, representing Standard Bank. She is the manager card of Standard Bank Eswatini. And we have a fan right next to her. She's a cheerleader and MC Anele Shabalala to support. We have incredible prizes today for the winners. We have 5,000 Emalangeni Afro grams for the winner, a hamper from Pick and Pay, and an amazing hamper which will reveal. I think I don't want to put all the cards on the table right now, but we have a MasterCard sponsored Master Chef hamper for the winner today. So guys, today this is the plan. Because it is a return to the African future, right? We want you to prepare 2 meals today. A main meal and a dessert in the space of 1 hour. And you have to utilize 3-legged pots to do that. That's the twist, yeah? But because, you know, it's a return and it's the future, we decided to put it on Bryson's. You see Angaba's pass. Yeah? So we've literally elevated cooking party, but we still have our pots that we've always used, our fires, and I think we will begin in... Do you want to tell us what you're preparing for us today, or as we go along?
So today I'm preparing a filet topped with mushroom sauce, and then for dessert I'm making a poached pea served with homemade custard.
Alright, and chef?
Today I'm actually preparing sweet potato and some ox kidney or peteleting peka patata netinso. Then ngicabanga ukuthi indaba sesengindashisa, which is tomato relish.
Okay, Siyabonga. Now, we have one thing for you to add to this today. You have to pick one ingredient from our pantry of indigenous foods or traditional foods that you will add to your menu today. And this is a test to see if you know what is a traditional ingredient versus something that is coming from outside of this continent. You have, and with the choosing of that will form part of your time, right? And if you choose the wrong ingredient, it will deduct points from you. All right, everybody, can we count them down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the cook-off begin. Can we get some music to encourage them? MasterCard rep manager today to announce the winner and give us your criteria. I don't know if you want to speak to give the chefs what they were judged on and how they did, or if you want to be going into depth with that. Okay, chef.
So each person was judged on the use of ingredients, especially the indigenous ingredients, because it had, that was the element that was important, but also the use of ingredients, of the pick and pay ingredients, creativity, how you brought these ingredients to life, your skill, maneuvering that pot. I mean, those three-legged pots are no child's play. To cook something decent in those pots is a skill, so we judged you on that. Presentation and taste. So taste being the most, it had most the score. Presentation being the second. Use of ingredients being the third. Skill and creativity being the last two. So yeah. So the other judge will explain to you, will actually tell us who the winner is, because yeah, it was very close, but we do have a winner.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, and thank you for the lovely food that you presented today. So our winner for the day is Owetu.
Eswatini TV isanilethela yona ke the live broadcast of this year's Luju Festival taking place right here at the House on Fire. All I can say, beautiful people of Eswatini, is that if you are not here, you are definitely missing out. But it's a good thing, because Eswatini TV was like Lalela. We definitely have you covered. We will bring the broadcast to you. And it is stalile sabona man sathai mani. Kungaba kuhle man kuthi silanze marketing officer wethu khona la ekhaya Eswatini TV. Atosicela kabantu kuthi no mani. Initiative lenhle kangaka ukuthi no mani babukeli sibalethele the Luju broadcast. And of course with me right now I am joined by Wakile Zwane. Wakile, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Big B. Thank you so much for having me.
Sibonge phela Wakile nalokuthi nithe hayi man yathi imbo lenhle ukuthi eMaswati angata nathi bayamabona ukuthi wabo ba enjoy Luju kanye nathi.
It's a very beautiful day. The sun is out. People are excited. Sibonga kakhulu ku Eswatini TV ukuthi nathi sibelana. Sing Eswatini TV asithathi kancane le platform lena, because platform lesisebenzisa to promote our new shows and also to encourage eMaswati ukuthi abhadale i-TV license.
Yeah, I am glad that you touched on that, Wakile, because I was just about to ask you, okay, siyavuma nisilethele the live broadcast, but ngiyanibona mani ni busy mani yathi nishayi up and down kahle kahle yini lele niyitele lana at the Luju Festival.
Luju Festival njengoba wathi nje ukuthi li event lapho lihlanganisa khona abantu bekuhamba nebantu balapha ekhaya. So Eswatini TV sisibuko seMaswati, we are using this platform to promote our new shows and also to push inangzane i-TV license yethu. Njengoba wathi ke ukuthi ke stage ke ngeke sikhone phela ukuthi sisebende kahle if eMaswati angayibhadali le nangzane le TV license. So lithuba lelihle kakhulu for sine singu Eswatini TV.
eMaswati Wakile angathi phela nasebabangenele emakhaya sebafuna ukubuta ukuthi hawo i-TV license niyibhadele yini bese thatha ema-TV ayawafihla. So I think it's a great initiative lokuthi nithi into okhuluma nawo lana ukuthi no phela bhadalani, because mababhadala i-TV license kusho kona ukuthi phela nani ekhikhini kuyangena niyakhona kuphila.
kunjalo Big B. So sithi eMaswati abethe kithi batokhona kuva kabanti ukuthi i-TV license uyibhadalelani and imalini kuyibhadala, kungaze kufike lapho khona sebaze sisinqunqothela ekhaya.
Alright Wakile, but nje olengakusho ukuthi nje hayi mani ngiyanibona lana ni Eswatini TV niyaphakama mani ngenhlelo teni letinsha, and I must say ukuthi it is definitely exciting. And also one thing that I wanted to put out there is that Wakile, it is so nice ukuthi now uyahamba lapha kuLuju dibane nebampu bakuvusele but hey guys, we watch Eswatini TV.
Yeah, we are visible. We are very much visible. Nakuma digital platforms is corner, so bantu bakhona ukuthi ba-connect nathi, bakhona kusinangzana kusibukela njengoba nanyalo bakhona kusibukela. So we would also like to encourage eMaswati ukuthi asi-follow on our digital platforms. Sikhona ku Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also on YouTube. So ukuze ba-connecte nathi abasilandzele kuleyo platform leyo and phindze basibukele live ku-TV yethu.
I love the fact ukuthi nithi nineke okay ke nakusekwendekile ke ihlelo lami langishiya but phela ngisengaye lapha efonini yami mangitihlelele nje kunesikhathi ngine-data ngivule YouTube lapho ngitokhaza khona incumbi yetinhlelo da Eswatini TV khona.
Yathi lento siyende yaba yinhle kakhulu ngoba sendele eMaswati akusiko kwethu kweMaswati. Nangabe ngiyabekisa nje ukhanga kubuya tindzaba noma tikushile nga7 uyakhona ngena lapha ka YouTube ukutubeka ukutibukele tindzaba noma nangabe kukhona ihlelo lakho litsandzako lova ngathi angikhona ukubuya ngesikhathi lesi uyakhona ukuthi ungene kuphi ka YouTube uyibukele lenangizane lelo
hlelo. All right, Wakile, thank you so much for joining us now. Work aside, how are you finding the Luju Festival?
Woo!
That's a big woo!
It's a very good atmosphere. I've met so many people, friends from overseas, some Basuganala, Sadak region, Lesotho, Zambia. So it's a very good event, and Tabagutema organizers now and
all right, Wakile, before I let you go, ngicela nje ukhumbude babukele emakhaya cause ushito wathi no man Eswatini TV yatholakala phela ku ema digital platforms. Ngicela ukhumbude eMaswati ukuthi masekafika lapha ka Facebook afika ka Instagram aseshabani kahle kahle.
Okay, nasenifika lapho kuma social media platforms ethu. Vele useshe nje Eswatini TV utasithola lapho ke mahala usefoni yakho uyakhona ukuxhumana nathi nangabe ukhona kuluju ngenyalo vele uthi hashtag uvele unangizana uxhumane nathi and sikhona izinto etimnanze siphethele babukeli nabo abantu labakhona la ekhaya labalana kuluju. Yes, sinama business now esisiqalile nje kubanikeza abantu lana sinabo ring light.
Okay, so how does it work? You ask them questions and if they got it correct.
We have a survey.
Okay.
Eswatini TV nathi siyafisa kwathi ukuthi bantu ba yini labayifunako ngoba akusiyo kwethu kwabo. So
because it's their voice that matters.
Yes. So sina sisipolele feedback and then sitawuya ngemuva sibone ukuthi yini labantu abayifunako so that towenda lokho labakufunako.
Wakile, one thing about me I love freebies, so I just want to know, can I take part? I think my T's and C's ale survey then nigeta la Luju.
Okay, lana goenangzana walama event attendees. So kuzokhone kudala kuthola freebie, you have to fill in the nangzana survey, and then after that you get the promotional item.
Okay. Hi again, beautiful people of Eswatini. Uthi Wakile na lalela vela uye nje kuma digital platforms ethu and search Eswatini TV sitovela ngilapho kuthola khona wonke umniningwane ukuthi no mani tihlelo takho lotithandzako tidlala ngabani tiphinzwe ngabani ushito ke wathi hayi ke khuleka phela nangabe wena hlelo lakho libesele yakho edlula because we definitely have YouTube like khaya yaba ukuthi we are definitely keeping up with the time. So ang understand ukuthi umuntu Wakile lothi yena usengayibukeli Eswatini TV uhleleni I mean banabo presenter labahleka so understand ladies and gentlemen we are still bringing you the live broadcast of this year's Luju Festival, so please do make sure our wins out because I have lots and lots and lots in store for you today.
Catch Eswatini Lifestyle Friday evenings at 6:30 p.m. on Eswatini TV. And of course, this is Eswatini Lifestyle, and of course, this is your wonderful host, Trukiz Meaning, who's here to give you nothing but the best of the entertainment and lifestyle scene in the kingdom of Eswatini. Get the trending stories with your favorite stars of Eswatini in fashion, showbiz, food, travel, and events. They say when you're in doubt, which color do you wear? Orange. Simply follow Eswatini Lifestyle on our Eswatini TV pages and social media platforms. forget to catch the show Fridays at 6:30 p.m., repeat on Mondays at 9 a.m. on Eswatini TV, Spogo Semaswati.
Kugcwele bamfu basimakathe kuyaphithitelwa, clots waving off like tattered flags, kusedolobheni impela la emehlo ngawajika le nale ngakubona inhlitiyo yashayela etulu emehlo angasafuni kusuka ngasangana ngaphetha lo bhuti wangehlula singakakhulumi, overlooking the fact kulungiswa ngemlomo. The first time we met was the last time I saw my soul. How do I live without you just when my very breathing depends on you? You cannot know the fears I have as I think about you. I love thee with a passion put to use. I love you with my childhood's faith, Mngwinas. Bamba sandla sami. Let us go to a place so high, commonly called Cloud 9, up to the seventh heaven of happiness between these mountains called my breast. It is comfort you will find. Lapho ngitakuthululela sonke sifuba sami, tell it all like a reporter ngoba kulungiswa ngemlomo. Ngikutshele ngalamahashi laxoshana njalo wesifubeni na ungibuka ungibamba. You sent a quiver through my mind and body, yet I feel so warm. I'm nervous. I cannot help but smile. Ngiyashava. I love him. I really do. I love thee with a passion put to use. I love you with my childhood's faith. Mngwinas.
When you choose your adventures, you do so with an open heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. Discover just how far you go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience in the kingdom.
Asingekho niyakhala ukuthi ingabe luhlelo lishonele.
Aw madoda, azi yours ate prasima semani.
Hey, it's Nelson Makanya here. Let me take you through a tour of your own cities and your own country. This is the Kingdom of Eswatini. Join us and let Butlebetu inspire you to be an A tourist in your own city and your own country. Experience a virtual tour of exciting places in and around Eswatini. We look out for exciting and adventurous places for families and individuals to enjoy right here in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Let's go. Unwind and dine on Eswatini soil. Enjoy the experience and savor every waking moment.
are still, eating, swaying, and loving right here at the Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival 2024. If you know me, you know I'm a lover of music, I'm a lover of swaying. I think Netflix called Yamiya Shonje and right now I am joined by the wonderful multi-award winning country music singer and songwriter, and it is the wonderful Cleopatra. Hey mama.
Hello darling, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright, how are you?
I am so excited to be with you today.
So am I. Fantastic performance. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. I didn't believe I could dance, but I did practice, everybody. I did practice.
I think it comes with the sway in our clothing.
Thank you so much, Standard Bank, for making us look so divine.
Thank you so much. So may you please tell, the theme, your Standard Bank and Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival this year, bring it back to the African future.
Yeah.
How would you interpret that in the context of country music?
Well, I'm it today, honestly. Even though I've got all the silver shimmers, I've got Miley here, right here. The outfit is everything, the style, my performance. I had to put up music in Siswati because our African language is who we are. So anyways, I had to put everything together to ensure that I still represent the whole theme that Standard Bank Luju has this year.
Yes, of course. So what future do you envision for, Africa and music, especially Eswatini when it comes to music? What now Bugambili, ubona kwenzakalani?
Well, meaning bona emaswati aqhubeka going far, going to reach the biggest stages internationally. I see Maswati being on the biggest of the biggest stages representing Eswatini, and it has already started. We are thankful for that, and for me to say, never give up. Go out there, Peter Swatini, ngifuna ifuture yami iqhakaze, and I want to represent. So honestly, for me, I'd say I can see the future is beautiful, especially for young people, because they are so determined and they dream big. So I can see it going bright and big, everybody. Next thing you see a Maswati on Times New York Square,
exactly.
The billboards. That's what we want, and they deserve it.
Yes, and it could start with you, actually.
Oh, yeah.
receive.
I receive, everybody. I receive.
So, how then would you say, now bala, noma uhleti phasi ucabanga ukuthi ufuna kusenda sifile njani ngemusic? How would you say, you incorporate rather heritage and culture into your musicality?
Well, music is a language, first of all, that I believe everyone out there understand it better. But also our own languages needs to be incorporated in the music for people to learn. Gutsi ngilswati ngingabang Cleopatra wakamethula kepa ingoma yeswati country music. Someone else in my country people will love it more because they are proud to see gutsi ngiyakhona kubhala to represent, our own culture, our own country. Because country music, of course, is Western, but now we let Eswatini. It's even more beautiful.
Exactly.
Very.
And we know that through you.
Oh yeah,
it is without any doubt. You are definitely not a stranger to the Luju stage.
Oh yeah.
You are not.
I'm not.
So I just want to know, Guti, ufila kanjani ngalokuthi le Standard Bank Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival, keeps on growing, and it keeps on making sure that more and more discovered and undiscovered local artists take on this, the stage, take on their when it comes to music.
Well, for me, it's always an honor to see that Eswatini is becoming live festivals because where else can we celebrate the greatest artist, the upcoming artists of Eswatini? Where else can we gladly say Siyamati Cleopatra? It cannot be good say I have to be discovered in my van. The country is also playing a huge role by bringing such festivals and supporting them, because this festival, they make Cleopatra afike adlale abhadalwe abe happy. And it's a good thing, honestly. So I'm happy that Standard Bank is growing. 2019 I played here. It was still growing, and it has grown 10 times from what it was about years ago. And man, it looks so pretty. The artists, the ambience, the food. The food, It's amazing. And the style. It's class. Beautiful.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us today here on the show. You know, you're my sway sisters for life. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. And you guys take care of yourself. Be good. Enjoy the Luju Festival. Eat and love.
Of course. And that was the wonderful Cleopatra who had just serenaded us right now. Wasitshela kabandi about country music. Wasitshela nokuthi country music imnanzi kakhulu lesikhani, so uletha lwimi lakho so uyinambitha ngaleswati. So right now we are going to move on to the next item of the day. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the ultimate guide to your weekend entertainment. Get ready to groove with us as we bring you the hottest music videos and exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities. Experience fresh music videos from new releases, underground sensations, and emerging talent. Whether you're hip-hop, amapiano, or afro, we've got something for everyone.
And if you've missed out on any of the excitement, don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for an electrifying journey through the music scene. Relive the magic and get inspired for your next weekend adventure.
Busy ngiyatibuta, busy ngiyatipenya, bonke kwami kuyakhalela.
So tune into This Week at Eswatini for a weekly dose of music, entertainment, and unforgettable experience. Get ready to groove because the weekend starts here.
You got me stuck on you.
Come on, it's a simple song. Sing with me. Say,
you got me stuck on you.
Uyabonakala ukuthi live lifanele lisuka umkhankaso lomkhulu ngematubane lamakhulu livele lithi nkwe.
Thokotela luhlelo lwakho sive siyathuthuka njalo ngabo lesithathu nakushaye kwagabanqa insimbi yesithupha entsambama. Luphindwa ngabo lesine ekuseni nakushaye insimbi yemfika.
Tinkhundla tingumgogodla walohulumende tingumgogodla wentuthuko.
Yathuthuka nakangwane lithuthuka ngetinkhundla.
Ngoba kuye kuvakale bominister bahlonishwa ukuthi uhulumende akasebenze. Kanti uhulumende la ngaphandle uyasebenza kuphela. Lefuna sikwende uqinisa kakhulu le PR le public relations ukuthi kuvakala ukuthi uhulumende imisebenzi yakhe uyayichuba la ngaphandle manje into ematiko la ifuqa kwemsebenzi kahulumende.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the return to the African future. We're definitely still out here enjoying the Luju buzz. The honey is definitely dripping right here at the Luju Festival 2024 edition. I am talking about 4 stages of nothing but the burst of international and local entertainment.
Luju Indingenous, indeed. I've been hearing people say that, and but the more I listen to it, I'm like, this is kind of catchy. Luju Indingenous, indeed. And Luju Indingenous is not only just about, you know, the dancing, the food. There's also the fashion aspect of it, because do not forget, Luju is all about evoking the senses. Sense of
I khona lapho nje eyesight don't khona lapho nje but sense of something
yes, sense of that. And you know what, later on today we'll be having a MasterCard stage fashion show, and Luju has selected designers that you know will be showcasing their skill on the runway. And I should say that when the launch happened, I saw spectacular work. Their work was amazing. I'm talking about the likes of Alva. I'm talking about the likes of Rafkat. You know, there's
Sconian Republic.
Thank you so much. There's Twombo Atelier. You know, just Trentra Couture, just to name a few. And you know, most of these designers have been fashion designers for the Luju Festival for such a long time, and it is, you know, amazing to see, you know, the impact that the Luju has had on them as designers, and the growth in designically. And you know what, that is definitely African futurism.
Beluju, they gave a platform to designers Eswatini, and I do know they held the fashion indaba lapho ke bebahlangene khona, but ngitha ukuthi no money moving forward yini lesingakwenda ngcono, yini lesingayi preserve kanjani the Africanity lesikhuluma ngayo la Luju and channel it into fashion.
Exactly. And you know what, African futurism is the way to go. Ungakhohlwa la ubuya khona lo mthenze wakho, but ubuka nasembili kule future. And I don't know why I love the technology aspect, but sometimes ngifuna kubuya ko geometry, because you know, when you look at fashion, we're talking about African futurism, you know, it talks about a lot of African prints, a lot of geometry, the lines, the circles. Celebrate the future, yeb African, yeb fashion, yeb Luju.
And I think that's the thing I love the most, Chuki Guti. It makes you feel proud to be African, especially because sometimes you get into spaces like no man. When you appreciate simple, you kind of feel like left out to back and Luju lalela, we are inclusive lalela. La ekaya umugelegile kutivela utitanza bunguwe bako utanza bunguwe bako. And yes, of course, even though it comes to the music, the lineup here Luju always nayo is in sync with the theme. Because when you look at the artists who are there, like Jeng, I don't know who had that Stana, who performs in language, I mean, he could have opted but he was like, no what, let me do it in my own language. And of course, we do have Boyang Zej. Of course. They're calling it Swati music, so.
Yeah, and it's very good to see Noguti Emma Swati. They're starting to embrace the Klabelangelwim Labo. There's this young lady, Stella Jacobs. You know, she's also doing Ingabigas. Of course, shout out to Ingabigas. You know, we see the work that you're doing. You know, it's very rare. Okay, so we do have female rappers in Eswatini, but we do not have a lot of female musicians or rappers in Eswatini. Let's not just city. You know,
the crazy thing is, Chuki, is that people like Botiba Diba, people like Umuti started this thing.
The pioneers,
they were there in the beginning, and people were looking at them like Kaubo, Bentani Laba, and right now it is actually becoming fashionable. We're seeing all the likes of Bochali SD, you know, coming out with hits. Last Swati, and you guess what? We are definitely here for that. So because we say local is definitely everything.
Yes, and local is like we appreciate local. Another pioneer, one Wahamba is none other than Polocha, who's also not a stranger, or, you know, a staging. Laka Eswatini, naye has done some amazing work when it comes to advocating. Ekuthenini as amaSwati sikhona ukuthi expressa ngelulwimi lwethu lwesiSwati.
I love the fact that you touched on that, Chuki, because people like Bolocha, people like Sanziso, people always think, I'm such a huge fan of Sans, but honestly speaking, it's the fact that what he give me, you know what, Bapetile, it is possible to ungaba Swati and get your talent recognized even outside of Eswatini, because we look at people like Sans, when Tiki broke out, it was big, even outside of Eswatini, they were jamming into it. So they kind of say to us, Yatini, get out of the box. There's more to life than Eswatini. The world is there waiting to receive you, waiting to receive the greatness of Emaswati.
Speaking of getting out of the box, there's one artist that always stands out for me when it comes to getting out of the box. Ngiyamthanda Nomalungelo.
Oh my word.
She's a performer, Nomalungelo Velemseni. When you talk about a true definition of Africanicity, a true definition of embodying,
especially Velemseni, even when you look at her appearance-wise, the hairstyle that she does, you can just tell. Girl is definitely proud to be African.
I'm very much embodying Africa. I'm embodying Lwimlami. I'm embodying the soul in me, the swaying in me, the loving in me. Amazing stuff.
And I love, and I think I was just telling Nomalungelo during the interview, it's amazing how she was one of the artists ala Eka Eswatini, especially female artists who started out this thing. And to be honest, at that time, the music industry like Eswatini, but she kept on going. And it's crazy because from days of Ikwaimane, where people were going gaga over her, even today they are still going gaga over her. I mean, Kwaimane is the classic. Did you see how people were vibing to it when she performed it on stage? So it's like years later, this lady is still killing it. This lady is still relevant.
And she's definitely going to greater heights. You know, the only way from here is the top. Nowhere else. We're just riding the wave. We're going to the top. And my favorite song, okay? Yeah, you see that song? Even today, I would show you something.
You know, the crazy thing is, I've always been a local entertainment person, even before I did the kind of job that I'm doing right now. As a kid, I was already listening to local music for the likes of Diba, the likes of Ichakalaka. I remember they had a song about gender-based violence. I remember that song used to play you see a high school, it was literally playing everywhere. But more than anything, we're just talking on the fact that it is great to appreciate who you are. It is great to stay true to who you are. And these are the people who have showed us with no money. It is possible you can stick to who you are and actually be loved by the people.
Of course. And you know what? I feel like we're depriving babugele makhaya lala bakubona la ngemuva eboxing. You know, you see the fashion passing by, guys. You see the fashion. Why are you not here?
We are definitely judging you.
So what we're going to do right now, we are going to check out what's next on Store. Stay tuned. We're back. We're still eating, swaying, and loving at the Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival. And I'm having my bestest buddy and smashile, guys. You know, we're in the Luju vibe, in the nude. I feel like nude is your color, Bapetin.
You know what? Someone has
I'm your
said
friend, I
that
know.
before. Someone has said that before. And the crazy thing is that I just buy an outfit and it just turned out to be. And the crazy thing is that I used to be a black person, like also a black outfits everywhere, and it's not like it was intentional. It's just that some kinds of set black, but it seems like right now it's definitely nude. Hey,
yeah, and I think we need to appreciate Luju for bringing some color into our lives. Can you see how colorful it is? For how colorful it is. I'm definitely loving the ambience. I'm loving the feel. I'm loving it's definitely chilled vibes. It's a family,
and that's
inclusive.
And that's what I love about Luju is the fact that when you walk around, you can see it's not just adults only. There are kids here who are here to definitely have fun. So it's definitely a safe environment. When ungeta ungmage ungeta ungbaba phinze uletha nawuswane lakho phela nibe ingumndeni infoni.
Nibonile yini ukuthi bomake bobabe nemaswane basebenzisa liyadilinye. So cute. I've been seeing families looking spectacular, and I said to myself, the day I have a family of my own,
oh my word,
okay,
all right.
And it would be such a shame to also Singer appreciate, some of the partners and sponsors that Standard Bank has. Of course, a huge shout out to Standard Bank for always giving us nothing but the best.
It's true.
Yeah, of Luju. We should always thank House on Fire for always being able to accommodate us. About the Luju cook-off competition, and Pick and Pay has been holding that down since, futhi singakhohlwa ukuthi Stella Atwa sivele sathi addiktini sinathele thina ibeer garden yethu, you can chill nangabe shothi uyathanda emantamanjana futhi namangaba uwathanda, you're still allowed to go there and experience ukuthi a stage sabo kunjani. And I did see kuline-up yabo ukuthi they will be giving us a surprise act from South Africa later today, so I cannot wait to see who they reveal for us. And of course the media partners or sponsors that are here, we appreciate you so much. Eswatini Television, shout out.
But another thing, Chuki, I think I love the fact that Eswatini are here embracing Bubebabo in different ways, expressing their Africanity. You look around Luju and you see their hair, it's definitely screaming African. And I'm looking at them and like, yo guys, it's like I need to change my hairstyle. I need to change my hairstyle because they are looking pretty.
Bantu knots.
okay, personal assistant to me. It's okay. So I'm
let us not also shy away from the fact that, and also appreciate Luju Alsulala Maswati. We have people coming from different countries. We have people coming from Lesotho. We have people coming from South Africa, Mozambique, they're here to celebrate with us and have fun. As we do a culture exchange, so why are you from here? Yes, I'm from here. Where are you from? I'm from Mozambique. And then you learn how to say thank you, obrigado, and all the culture and language exchange that happens. Luju is definitely fostering a unison, I love it so much.
And yes, of course, Chuki, the fact that it's not just about Eswatini just to enjoy the Luju experience, but they get to experience Eswatini as a whole, because some of them end up going to all these resorts, but and yes, of course, the tourism sector Eswatini, that's a benefit in times like this. Bantu labasuka ngaphandle kwelive lakangwane betela ekhaya Eswatini ingakho sithi no money yahle kumcoka ukuthi sigcine titela debu hlobile kuze mabafika bakhanze no money yonke into ihleleke ngemumo.
And Luju supports sustainability. I'll tell you a story it's something that happened to me last night.
Okay.
I'm seeing a couple of the sustainability awareness.
Oh yeah.
This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. And then I was a little bit confused because Bangladesh like takeaway. At some point I got confused. It's
Okay.
Serviette, yeah. Yes, and you know what? Those people let's not also downplay that to help us, get around, the security personnel, everybody else. So what we've done enough talking for now. So what we're going to do right now, we're actually going to take a quick ad break because after this, we will be having the Prime Minister of Eswatini right here live on the Standard Bank Food and Luju Lifestyle Festival 2024. Stay tuned.
Gentlemen, Luju is the 2024 Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival. At this moment, let's say Kulumile, but it's Tuben Samanje, Sinenfogoto Lense, and quite a great honor. The Mutistalsane, the Longangan Nankuli Velagangwane, Lopegi Luju Festival Night, Usufnakoti Bonella, Sehovisi, Afigotala, as the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Eswatini, in course, singing Siamugede, sing Eswatini TV, Siabong Usnakitalsanenas.
Siyabonga ukuthi meme nisivumele kungena sibe incane yalo msebenzi.
Yes, Nkosi. Lunjani Luju, lukuphethe njani Nkosi? Usehhovisi kwaqala uyedana lotanabo kuLuju akusafani mhlambe naphambilini lapho mhlambe bowuta wena mhlambe your family, but this time around the situation or scenario is different, How's the experience been so far?
Well, it's different. Well, it's different. The spotlight is on you.
Yes.
So you can't hide. I'm going to go focus and the spotlight is on you. But Gulum 70, it's still enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see what the art putting in Dani. Lokumnanzi ngayo lokuhle ngayo la bokuthi kunebantu ngalapha baya relaxa kunebantu ngalapha bena ibusiness bayakhona kudiphilisa ngiloko nje lesikuthotelako siyabonga ke nokuthi le theme lamhla lethathibuyele emasisweni ikhomba kona ukuthi ngeculture yethu ngebuve bethu singabukhulisa sikhona ukudiphilisa nangako sifocus kuko sithemba ukuthi ngeke nje ukuthi kube event yelanga kuphela ukuthi noma sesiphuma la siyaqhubeka sidle kudla kwakithi loku even much healthier than lokudla lesesikudla nyalo noma lokuqhamuka ngaphandle.
Prime Minister Khonile maneuver, there's different stalls around here. Masikhuluma ngendzawo la kuthengiswa khona kudla lokuhlukahlukene. We were able to taste the different cuisines that are being displayed in the different stalls la ngaphandle.
ngisengakweni lokho kodwa ngisuka la ngiyakhona nje manje but ngathesta ngale launch lokudla kwesintu bekhona bekumnanzi so nyalo nje ngisathi uhamba emastores lamanyeni kwanyalo ngisabone lamancane.
Your Excellency, before we close, yini ongakusho noma mhlambe ukugcizelele ngabe umcoka ukuthi si embrace local, could be talent, products, services ema events lafana neLuju Food and Lifestyle Festival kumcoka ngani lo ukuthi sikwende simaswati siyemukele sihalalisele lokho lesinabo lokukwethu.
Kujabulela nekuzichenya ngalesingiko nalokungekwethu umqoka kakhulu kude info lengenza lokho ngalokho ukuthi lokunye nje lokufanele sikwazi ukuthi uma sithenga sisekela lokuqhamuka kulamanye amave sibokwazi ukuthi ngokwenda njalo we are exporting jobs but uma sisekela kwethu sithenga kwethu we are creating more employment in the country.
Yes.
Plus uma sisekela kwethu sivule amathuba ukuthi sikwende kube ngcono siku refine so siyakhuthatha kakhulu le i-example lengcono kakhulu okufanele siyilandzele kuko konke lesikwendayo emaswati akathanze buve bawo akathanze lokwendeke lo emabhuna bethi local is lekker. Siyabonga.
Yes. Sibonga kakhulu Nkosi ekuhlalisana nathi lo muhla sethemba ukuthi udaba neLuju lo lumnanzi.
Thank you. Luju vele kubala.
Luju lumnanzi. Well, that's the right honorable Prime Minister, having a bit of a conversation with us. Last week Luju siyaqhubeka na Luju. Uthi Prime Minister uyahamba nyenyalo uya kuma stalls, uyotaste lokudla lokukhona ngale lokuhlukahlukene. Lokufana nami siyahamba solalela music njenganyalo. Enjoy.
Hey, it's Nelson Makanya here. Let me take you through a tour of your own cities and your own country. This is the Kingdom of Eswatini.
We are coming back live again at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Eswatini Television, your #1 national broadcaster in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Bye for now. Keep eating, loving, and swaying.